Here at Greenwich Business School, we're about opportunity, maximising potential and creating change.
We empower our students to develop into future leaders and change makers to change the world.
We're here to create entrepreneurs of the future.
In the world today, we need businesses that are ethical and sustainable. And at Greenwich, we're producing students who can meet that challenge.
We are part of a diverse and energetic community with students and academic staff from all over the world.
Our role here in the business school is to deliver resilience in our students, to prepare them for what's to come in the world of work, for their future, for them to lead the way.
Our world-leading research centers are tackling work equality, political accountability, and urban challenges of the 21st century.
To really understand business, you need to experience business.
Our strong industry links allow them to get placements and get internships.
It's vital to make connections
and hear from world-leading experts.
Welcome to Business Breakfast. We're joined by students, staff, and some of our fantastic alumni.
We provide you with the tools and
Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Mahzabin, International Education Counselor of Global Education, and today we have our honorable guest, Tierney Morris. She is the International Recruitment Officer of University of Greenwich. So today we will be focusing on this university. So hi Morris, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. So today we will be mainly focusing on January intake. So the students who are planning to move in the UK for January intake, this is the very high time for them. And I think this university will be a great option for the universities due to locations and other facilities. So we will be focusing on all of these things today. Before going to the main conversation, I want to focus on Global Education. So we are recruiting students more than 12 years, and we have mainly 3 offices in all over Bangladesh. Our head office is in Dhaka. Apart from that, we have our branch offices in Sylhet and Moloibazar as well. So the students who want to visit our office physically and to get the counseling, please visit our office, visit our website for more details. So Morris, let's come to you. Could you please introduce yourself to my audience, and then we will move on to the main part of our live session. Okay.
Of course. So hi everyone, I'm Tierney and I'm the International Recruitment Officer for Bangladesh at the University of Greenwich. I visit Bangladesh semi-regularly, typically around once, maybe twice a year. I've been out to the Global's office a few times and absolutely love working with the Global. They are by far one of my most trusted agents. If you are interested in coming to London or specifically Greenwich for university, please do get in touch.
Okay, thank you. So could you please tell us something about the location and how many campuses this university have?
Of course. So we have 3 campuses overall in London and the South East. Our main campus is the one in the picture behind me. This is Greenwich. This is over 400 years old, and it used to be a naval base hospital, and now it's the site of our lovely university. We also have Avery Hill campus, which is also in London and about a 20-minute journey from our Greenwich campus. This holds our health and social care facilities and also the majority of our accommodation. So if you stay in that accommodation, you are still living in London. Transport links are great down there. There's 2 different train stations and about 4 or 5 different bus routes. For Greenwich, we've got a train station, the DLR, and about 9-10 different bus routes that go through it. And we also have Medway. Medway is in Kent. It is not in London. It's about an hour away from our other 2 campuses, but it's an absolutely fantastic campus. It also used to be naval base and a Navy training facility. We share the site with 2 other universities, so it's a very sort of unique, dynamic working space down there. But again, of course, also accommodation down there. And Medway holds all of our science and engineering facilities as well.
All right, thank you. So what are the KSP, if I say, about the selling point or the thing that attracts the student to this university? So what do you think?
Oh, that's a difficult question to answer. So I think one of the things that really shines about Greenwich is our location. It's very well placed within London and the South East, and we've got accommodations at all 3 of our campuses. And our accommodation at Greenwich is by far some of the cheapest in London. London can be very expensive. I'm the first one to say that, but our accommodation is definitely well priced for the location. I also think we've got an incredibly supportive employability team. So, of course, all students go to university to further their career, get a job or get a better job or get a better paying job, whichever one. And we really work with and I recommend all students work with the employability and careers team from the first time they get to campus to get that experience. And we've got workshops, one-to-one tutorials and webinars all about writing a CV, cover letters, how to present yourself in interviews. There are options to do placements. There are options to do short internships. There are jobs available for 1 day a week, all week. Of course, international students are restricted to 20 hours. And we've got really great links with local industries, both in London and in Kent. And they're all affiliated with the campus where the courses are based on the campus. So down in Kent, we've got lots of great links with engineering companies because all of our engineering courses are taught in Kent. We've got great links with food and food science companies because all of our food courses are taught down in Kent. In London, we've got partnerships with businesses both in Greenwich and wider London and transport. We've also recently started developing exclusive placements with these companies. So these companies work with Greenwich to provide 4 or 5 different placements a year. And those placements will be exclusively for Greenwich students to apply for. Yeah, but that's only a short list of what makes Greenwich great.
Okay, that's good. So what are the courses that you are, actually not courses, so what are the programs that you are offering, this university is offering actually?
Of course. So we have over 300 programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level. The majority of this is for a September start. We do still have applications open for September, but students would need to be in a position to pay and join us very quickly. Talking about January specifically, we do have a reduced course intake. We only have two undergraduate courses, basic business management and business management with a placement year. For our PG courses, we have about 8 or 7. We have accounting and finance, economics, marketing management, business analytics, global, and global with a placement. Those are 2 MBA courses. With our food science and engineering courses, so most of the courses are based out of Mednay, we have most of our computer science courses available, most of our engineering courses available, engineering as a master's and engineering with industrial practice, so with a placement. I always recommend students, if they want to do a placement, really recommend this because it gives you great experience in the wider working world while you're still at university. We have all of our food safety courses, we have food innovation, biotechnology, and as always very popular international students, we have global public health. So that's to our Greenwich campus. We also have education MA and interprofessional healthcare simulation. Yes, and then in April, I should say, apologies, a long way away, but we have 2 courses available, both available with a placement and both available without a placement, global and international business.
Okay, so they are more or less all the subject or courses that you are providing for all the backgrounds of students, right?
Yes, for postgraduate students, everything that's popular in Bangladesh, we do teach in January.
Okay, all right, thank you. So what are the entry requirements for both UG and PG?
Of course, so UG, we look for 80% above on the HSC, although we can be a little bit flexible depending on your academic record in the past. For PG, we look for 4 years at an undergraduate degree level and passing grades. We do take direct entry into our undergraduate courses as well, all courses apart from law. So if you've studied 2 years at your degree in Bangladesh, you can go direct into our second year at university in Greenwich, or if you've studied 3 years at your university in Bangladesh, we can take you direct into our third year at Greenwich. This is a very popular option. It means you get that final sort of experience in the UK without great education. English language, that's always popular. We take IELTS as a standard. Of IELTS, for the majority of our undergraduate courses, we look for 6.0 overall, no band less than 5.5. And for postgraduate, we look for 6.5 overall, no band less than 5.5. Some courses require more, so law, adult nurse and things like that, at undergraduate and postgraduate level, we do ask for a little bit more. But we do take a wide range of alternatives of English language qualifications. We now accept Duolingo, we accept PTE. One thing that we do not accept in Bangladesh, and I get asked about quite a lot, is YTC. We don't accept YTC. But anything else we can take a look at.
Okay, so what about the MY?
And we don't accept MY currently at this time, unfortunately.
Okay, in January intake, is there any chances to accept the MY?
I doubt it. It's getting an MOY approved at Greenwich is a long process, just because we need to make sure that the students are being taught correctly. And I don't think we'll have it set up for January intake, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. So tell us something about the scholarship and tuition fees as well.
Of course, so tuition fees range from about 17,975 for undergraduates. All of our undergraduate courses are that per year. And then postgraduates, they range. They range from about £18,000 up to about maybe £20,000 for our PG courses. And then our MBA courses are £22,000.
Okay. So are you offering any scholarship for January intake? As there are some early bird scholarship and some other scholarship in September intake as well. So what about the January intake?
We will be. Unfortunately, I haven't been told what it will be yet, but we always offer scholarships. Absolutely. We know that scholarships are important to a country like Bangladesh. And because we actively want students from Bangladesh, we're always prepared to offer scholarships for students.
Okay, all right, thank you. So tell us something about the accommodation facilities inside campus or nearby campus.
Of course. So I always recommend living at Greenwich accommodation, of course. It's safe, it's secure, all bills are included. So Wi-Fi, hot water, heating, electricity, that's all included. If a student joins us in January, then the UK gets pretty cold in January, so that heating will definitely be appreciated. We have accommodation at all three of our campuses, and that is 1 block in Medway, 6 blocks in Avery Hill, and 4 blocks in Greenwich. One of those blocks is solely for master students and students over the age of 25. They range in price. Avery Hill is definitely our cheapest. Greenwich is the most expensive accommodation that we have, purely because of the location, but they range from about £5,500 to £6,000 per year up to about £9,000 to £10,000 per year. Okay. And that will be for the full year's, a full 48-week contract, and that would cover a student's year. So if a student is only studying it with us for a year, such as master's students, I really recommend accommodation. And then for first-year students, I always recommend accommodation as well. There's other accommodation in and around London. Students can find this, but of course, I always recommend Greenwich accommodation.
All right then. So if I talk about the MRes program, then does this university offer any MRes courses for January intake?
For January, so we do offer MRes, and that's a kind of difficult question to answer. This year, our MRes courses have been incredibly popular, and we filled all our places in September. So the students that were offered a place in September but didn't quite make the intake, we will offer them first refusal in January, but if they don't all take them up, there are some MRes programs in January.
Okay, so what are the courses? Is there any idea about the MRes courses?
There's about 9 or 10 different subject areas, and within this, of course, students will specialise, such as science, business, engineering, things like that.
Okay, so is there any specific criteria for MRes courses, or it is similar to master's program?
So with MRes courses, we ask students to write a research proposal first, and then reach out to a potential supervisor on our website, that will be clearly stated on the MRes section of our website, and then apply once you've had sort of consent from a potential supervisor. Okay. Yeah, we must have a research proposal. We do have a section on our website that will recommend or advise your student how to complete a research proposal.
Okay, great. So what about the study break? If I talk about the study break after UG and PG both, so what about that?
Of course. So for UG, we look for a 2-year study gap, and we base our study gaps from when the exam's taken, not when the results are published. Unfortunately, I know that can be a little bit of a disconnect in Bangladesh. And for PG, we look for a 6-year study gap. And for all PG applications, we ask to see a CV as well, just so we can see what you've been doing in that 6-year study gap. Unfortunately, we only base our study gaps based on education and not relevant work history.
Okay, so you know that there are some students from Sylhet region, right? So is there any restrictions for the students from Sylhet region?
Yes, there is. So we ask students from Sylhet to pay 100% of fees at the moment before we issue a CAS letter. I know it's a big asking and it's a big take, but we do ask all students from Sylhet to do this. And then Sylhet also has a restricted study gap as well. So it's 1 year for UG and 3 years for PG.
Okay, all right. So could you please tell us something about the employability rate, the students who are completing their master's or bachelor from this university? So what about their opportunity for a job and other facilities after completing their graduation?
Of course. So after graduating, about 96% of our students are always in work or further study, which is a great number, and only 4% of those students are unemployed. Getting a job in London after graduation is very competitive, but having a degree from Greenwich will set you above a lot of students. And I always recommend students to get in touch with the Employability Careers team the first day that they get onto campus so they can work together to make the student as employable as possible.
Okay, thank you so much. So I think you have covered up all the things with a very short time. So,
sorry.
No worries. But thank you so much to cover all the things. And now we have our audience with us. So I think we can pick some questions from the audience.
Of course.
Okay, all right. So how much study gap is accepted for masters?
So for all of Bangladesh, we accept a 6-year study gap. And for if students in the Sylhet region, we accept a 3-year study gap.
Okay, all right. Do you accept how many years gap for the UG students? Because I have 4 years gap.
Of course. So coming straight into a UG course, we wouldn't accept you, but we could take a look at you maybe studying the 2 years here in Bangladesh and then joining us for direct entry into year 2 or year 3.
Can I admit for foundation course?
Well, you're welcome to apply. I would need to see the full application to make a decision, but we do offer foundation courses. We work with a company called Oxford International, and we offer something called 𝐃𝐞𝐚𝐫, which is under University of Greenwich International College. It's based inside one of our accommodations at the Greenwich campus. So there's accommodation right where you'd be studying, and we offer courses in, I think, engineering, science, business, and law and other related courses like that. Students can do a year with them and then come to join us full degree at Greenwich, or sometimes students can do a foundation year as an alternative to a first year course at university and then go into our second year. It completely depends on what the student is suitable for.
All right. Okay. Are there any PhD courses available?
There are indeed. Again, all of our PhD is on our website. We a few funded courses. We don't really offer many fully funded PhDs, but all details are available on our website.
Okay. Do you offer any early bird scholarships?
So we did for this September. For the first time ever. It went down very well. And I know Ian Global got a lot of applications through that. So thank you very much. We wouldn't offer it for January, but it's something that we can look at offering for. We're going to look at offering again next year. But our early bird scholarship is very early, so students will need to have applied and confirm their place by paying their deposit. This year's deadline was originally March the 15th, and it was delayed to April the 15th. Can't guarantee that will get delayed again next year if we offer it. So students will need to be very much prepped, very much ready to come to Greenwich earlier.
Okay. Does the university offer courses for with placement years?
We do indeed. So the majority of our undergrad courses are available to be studied with a placement year. But business courses and engineering courses are by far the most popular. It's those kind of courses where having a bit of experience really does make a difference at the end of it. If you have the opportunity to do a placement year, I always recommend it. The fee for a placement year is about £1,200, I believe, at the moment. But you'd work for a full year, you'd get the experience, and you'd get the wage of a full-time job as well. So it'd be so worth it. But placement years, there's lots of details and statistics about how students who do a placement year get a job faster at the end of university. They have better grades in their third year. I myself completed a placement year. I worked in a university, and now a few years later, I still work in a university. So it definitely inspired my later career. But lots of my friends that was completed for placement years were offered jobs at their placement company straight after when they finished graduation. It's a very common thing to happen.
Okay, thank you. Is there any guaranteed scholarship for this January intake?
Unfortunately, not yet. I haven't received our confirmation about what our January offering for scholarships will be. As soon as I know, I will contact Ian Global, and all details will be made clear via us.
Okay, all right. Do you accept a 3-year passports?
Apologies, I'm not quite sure what a pass course is. If you mean a 3-year course that you've passed, we wouldn't accept it for postgraduate, but we would accept another entry into our undergraduate course. But yeah, if you want to write in again and clarify what a 3-year pass course is, I'm more than happy to answer that question.
Okay. I want to take admission in University of Greenwich.
That's great. Make sure you apply with Ian Global, and Ian Global can support you through the process of getting yourself to us in London.
Okay, all right, thank you. Hi, do you have Emirates courses? If yes, can you please let me know the criteria?
Of course. So yes, we offer Emirates courses. We ask students to have studied a undergraduate and a master's beforehand, and we also ask students to write a research proposal. There's advice on how to do this on our website, and then get in touch with any potential supervisors via our websites.
Okay, so do you accept Duolingo English test?
We do now. This is a recent change. It happened about 3 months ago, but we do accept the Duolingo English. It's a very popular option now because it is that bit cheaper than IELTS.
Okay, all right. Do you accept CCPA less than 2.70 for PG?
So for PG, our minimum requirement is 2.75. But as I say to Ian Global, if you're on the border, please do apply. We do look at the students' whole application, such as where you've studied, your passion for your course, if you've done anything outside of university or schooling for your course. We're really always happy to be a little bit flexible. So yeah, make sure you make the application.
Okay, all right. Do you accept students with previous UK visa refusal?
Yes. We need to know all details of your visa refusal in your application, and any refusal you've had. It can be tourist. If it happened 10 years ago and it was a tourist refusal, please do let us know. We need to know. If you have had a visa refusal in the past year for any country apart from the US, we do ask you to wait a full year between that refusal and applying to Greenwich. So if you applied for a visa in January this year, we would accept an application for this January next year, but we wouldn't accept an application for September. But again, we need to know all details about the visa refusal.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Morris. So I think it was our last question that we picked from the audience. So thanks for your session. Thanks for this valuable information. I think these all would be a very helpful session for all the students who are planning to move in this university. So thank you. Have a nice day, Morris.
Having me. Thank you so much for having me. I'm also planning to be out in Bangladesh again in September. I'll drop you an email and make sure I've got my visit to your office down. But yeah, please do come and see me in Ian Global's office as well.
Okay, so it will be a great honor for us. So welcome and bye-bye for today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.